Let's get it. What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. And this is your boy Sean. And we are back with some bets. So, last week, finished up the week 16-4. That's what I'm talking about. Today, we got a huge slate, bunch of NBA games, and did a lot of research for today. I got my Georgetown attire, even though Kansas won. Got a few buddies that went to Kansas, so shout out to them. And UNC almost took it down, man. Pretty exciting game. Good game yesterday. But today we're taking all of our bets, trying to kill Vegas today. We got a bunch of slates. Few things that are pointing out to me. I'm taking a look at the Hawks game. I know a lot of people are on this Hawks, man, and I'm one of them. I like the Hawks spread right now, +4. Last time I checked the line, I think I got it at +4. I know in their last three, they're 1-3 for their games against the Raptors, but the last game they smacked them, 127, I think, to 100. And then the previous games they were held close, but that was a while ago. That was early on in the season. Trae Young's doing his thing these last few weeks. I think they're on a 5-game winning streak. Last time I checked, and he's been dropping buckets, man. Another thing to look at. I love playing these performance doubles. Last time I looked on FanDuel, they do have these performance doubles, and don't sleep on them. What I did, and we're going to talk about this a little later, but I got a little parlay going, and that's my specialty, is these little parlays, man. I think in the last 2-3 weeks, I've hit quite a few, and you only need to hit like one or two, and that might make your month. So we're going to talk about the parlays a little later. And so first play of the day, Hawks +4. It's not my best bet. My best bet is the next one I'm talking about. It's Garland over 2.5 threes. So I got him shooting 3 threes. In the last, 5 games, he's hit over 3 threes in 4 of them. So he's 4 for 5 in his last 5. So 18 of 32. He's shooting 56% from 3. So that's one of my best bets today. And another one is, the next one that I'm going to talk about, is Terry Rozier. Under. Earlier it was 19.5 points. I think right now it's at 18.5. Let's see here. Yep, 18.5 on FanDuel. Got to check BetMGM and Caesars, but I still feel confident at 18.5. In his last 4 games, the most he scored was 15. He had 10, 15, 12, and 14. So I'm feeling very confident in that one. Now they're playing the Heat, which most of the games with the Heat are low-scoring games. So I definitely feel confident there. Another person to check in that game is Bam. I know his rebounds are set at 10.5, but the last time they played Charlotte gives away the most rebounds to any center. I know the last 3 games, Bam hasn't been rebounding that much. I think the most he's had is like 9. Then he had a game with 7. Dude has been not getting boards, man. So if you were gonna choose Bam, I'd go with his points and rebounds. I think it's set at like 31. And Charlotte, like I said, Charlotte gives away a lot of points and rebounds, the most to any team. So I would definitely go towards that, but it's not going to be one of my official plays. I'm not going to choose it. I might put him in like a small parlay just in case he hits. Next one, my boy Donovan Mitchell. Now, his line did go up. I was feeling good when it was around 25 points. I think it opened with that. Now it's set at 25.5, and I hate when they do these half spreads, or the points for his over-under. So he needs to score, I think, 26 for that. His last 5 games, he had 26, 29, 33, 14, and 26. So I think he's definitely capable. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna put him in a parlay with possibly Bam and Embiid, and try and move the line to where it's even money, or a little bit better, and make like a safe bet. Now, I like doing those little parlays, especially late in the season where these teams like to rest a lot of these players. So that's one thing that I like to do. I got messed up when they rested Embiid a couple games ago when I bet him 35 points. They rested him all fourth quarter. He had 29 in the third quarter, so I thought it was a lot. I had him in like 4 or 5 different parlays, so it messed up every bet. Anyways, we're moving on. Next game I want to talk about is the Philly Pacers game. I like the over for this game. A lot of the Phillies games lately have been going over. If you don't bet the over in this game, I really like the Embiid points rebound for the player combo. I think last time I checked, it was at 46, I believe. Let me double check. I think it was 46. Let's take a look here. Points, rebounds. Yeah, 46 and a half. So I do like that line for 46 and a half for Embiid. And like I said, I like the Philly Indiana game to be over. This this Pacers team is a little bit scrappy. They score a lot of points, and Philly is not playing any games, man. They're definitely scoring a lot lately. So I like the over in that game. Um, the other one, another safe bet, if you want to go with a Joker, his PRA over is set to like I think 50, 50 and a half. I made a single bet on that as well. That's another like safe one, man. Joker and Embiid, they're in the MVP hunt, so they're gonna be playing as much as possible. I think Embiid's shooting for that points uh that scoring title for the end of the year. Definitely shooting for MVP. Joker is almost in a lock for it, which is weird. I think Embiid has a shot of overtaking him, but yeah, both of them are going to be playing. Joker he's stat padding, so I think his PRA is pretty good. I would go with that. That's one of my best bets for today is the Joker PRA. And now I want to talk about this Brooklyn Rockets game, man. In this Brooklyn's Rockets game, I know the line's set for 17. I actually feel like Houston is going to be somewhat closer to the Nets in this game. I put them in a small parlay. I didn't put a single bet in it, but I bet Houston Rockets for a plus 17, and then I did the over for Philly, for the Philly Pacers game. So I did that, and then for the performance double, I did I think Drummond for a double double. I'm playing around with that. I feel like it it could go either way. I know the safer bet is probably to choose KD at like 30, but honestly, man, I don't feel comfortable him hitting 30 against Rockets. I feel like if it is a blowout, then they'll take him out. If it's not, then it could be a run and gun type deal, man. Jalen what's his name? Jalen from the Rockets, he shoots a lot of threes, man. I think he's averaging like 10 threes a game. He's hit like 4 of them. So they love to shoot. They do not play a lick of defense. So this game is going to be running and gunning. So it all depends on what type of Brooklyn team we get. Because as you guys know, man, this Brooklyn Nets team, I don't know, man. To me, they're similar to the Jazz. They play down to a lot of opponents, and then in big games, they'll try to make it crazy. But it's just weird, man. Like I remember, what was it last week when the Brooklyn Nets lost to Detroit? So it's just weird. Um, so yeah, the next one that I'm looking at is Keon Johnson for his over for 13 and a half points. Um, this Trailblazers team, man, they're playing OKC. And anytime they play weak opponents, Keon kind of goes off, man. In his last 5 games, he had 19, 20, 7, 17, and 14. In the game he had 7 points, they played the Pelicans. And the Pelicans are a decent team now. Now that they're getting people back, and CJ McCollum and Valanciunas is kind of going off. But we got Portland playing OKC, and I think Keon Johnson definitely hits his over. So this is one of my best bets. So he's 4 out of 5 on this over. It's only set to 13.5 points, so he has to hit 14 points. So I got that in a parlay. So my 3 for parlay is Keon Johnson. Got Rozier for under 19.5, Garland for 2.5 threes. And then the last one that I want to add, so I did that as a 3-pick parlay, and then I did a 4-banger. So I chose those 3 again, and then I added Contavious Caldwell Pope. And if you guys have noticed, in the last 4 games, I believe, that's what I checked. Last 4 games, this man has gone off. I mean, he hit his season high, I think 35 points one game. Well, his over under set for 16.5 points. So I did over for 16.5, and I added it to those other 3 that I did. So that's my parlay for my 4 picks. Contavious Caldwell Pope, Keon Johnson, Rozier for the under, and Garland for 3 threes. Other 2 that I want to make honorable mentions is Davion Mitchell for his under in points. He's kind of, I don't know. He used to be my GOAT a little while ago. After Fox got hurt, he was my GOAT, man. I would pick him, and I made a lot of money. But the last 3 games, he's been falling short. So I'm gonna roll with with him struggling with his under. I think it's set to 17 points. And then Damian Jones under PRA because they're playing because of who he is going up against. He's going up against a good defense. And I don't think he does well against my man Valanciunas. And yeah. Now, the last thing I want to point out is the performance doubles. If you guys aren't familiar with this, go ahead on FanDuel. It's under the homepage, underneath the NBA. Scroll down, and you'll see player performance doubles. Now, this is like the hidden gem. I love mixing this in with my smaller parlays, especially when I know a team is almost at a lock to win. So what I chose with here, and I did a few different ones. You can do just performance doubles by themselves, or you can add it to if you chose Garland for 3 threes. Now on here they have player performance doubles already where they had Darius Garland 3 threes and Cleveland to win. So I chose that one. I went down. I think Philly will win unless they, unless we get a weird Philly that doesn't want to score. I went safe bet here with Embiid double-double. Then I scrolled down to the Brooklyn Nets game is the one where it's weird. Now, usually what FanDuel does is any game where they feel or I guess this is, the Vegas odds, but anytime they feel like a team is almost out of lock to win, these performance doubles are almost weird to hit. So what I like to do is I go through them. Now you can either do, on here, I like the KD 30 points. So I would either choose that or the Andre Drummond double-double. I like those 2 bets. Now, if you don't want to pick those and you just want to do a single bet within the game, you can go up to the same game parlay and choose something out of that game. Now, if you weren't choosing that performance double, I would fade this game and then go with a different prop bet. So if you just wanted to do those 2 performance doubles and then do Contavious Caldwell Pope's 16.5 points for the over, you can do that and add it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right here on screen so I can walk, kind of give you guys what the spread, what kind of money we're talking here. So 16.5, it's a plus 100 for just that, which is good. So I'm gonna go back home, scroll down. The other game that I think is gonna go towards who we talked about is the Toronto and Hawks game. I think the Hawks win, and this is the one where it's the money maker, because under the performance doubles, you have Trae Young 30 points, Atlanta to win, it's a plus 400. Now, under this, I have 2 or 3 different options. I think Trae Young goes off. Now his over-under line is set for like 27 points, 27 and a half points. So I definitely think he can hit 30. He's done it multiple times, and I think in the last 5 games he's hit it 4 times. The last time they played Toronto, he dropped like 41 points. So he's definitely capable. So I got either the Trae Young 30 points, the DeAndre Hunter 5 rebounds, or the Trae Young 35 points. Now, off of just choosing the safer option, which is the Trae Young 30 points, it's a plus 3,400 for this 4-leg parlay. So if we bet $10, we'd win $341. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably do those 2 first ones, and then these second ones I'm gonna do the Trae Young 30, and then I'm also gonna do the Trae Young 35. I only sprinkled the DeAndre Hunter one in there because the last few games he's been getting a lot of rebounds. I think the last game he had 10 or 11 rebounds. The one before that he had like 1 or 2. So he's hit or miss, which is why that one's more volatile. I think the Trae Young one is more likely to hit, so that's why I went with that route. So that's what I'm gonna do, man, and that sums up all of my bets. So we got some safe bets in there. We got some parlays. We got some performance doubles in there. We got a little bit of everything. So giving you guys some of that. So like I said, the plays for today, the Garland 3 threes, the over. Rozier under 19.5. Keon Johnson over 13.5 points. And then we got Contavious Caldwell-Pope for over 16.5 points. So those are my four picks for today. Best bet. And that's it. We'll hopefully we'll wrap up, and we got something good for tomorrow, man. We're gonna be hopefully we making his money. All right, so I'll catch y'all later. Peace.